I just mentioned leather. From leather we have moved on to leather goods to shoes, etc. Stop. We must diversify our exports because if we want to have a non operational market for non traditional goods, we have to adopt a policy of natural self denial. Stop. You cannot run foreign trade in terms of red and green signals. Stop. You cannot run foreign trade in terms of a gain and on a gain principle. Stop. If you want to cultivate a foreign market, you have to service it. Stop. You have to see to it that we do not fail when there is scarcity. Stop. But we have also to see that we do not fail internally as well as externally. Stop. For this, we have to build up buffer stocks. Stop. Mr. Vice Chairman, I know that the Commerce Minister will say, yes, all these need to be done. Stop. I can do a very good job of buying and selling. Stop. But where are the things to sell? Therefore, surely production comes first. Production, both primary and secondary. Stop. The constraints coming in the way of production have got to be removed so that the installed capacity can be fully utilized. Stop. And as my distinguished colleague has said, productivity has to be improved. Stop. For that, what is required is to whip up your infrastructure. Stop. There are transport bottlenecks in both rail and road. Stop. There are ports which simply cannot handle our import and export trade. Stop. There are ports which foreign liners refuse to touch because the turnaround period is so high. Stop. I know shipping is a problem. There are many regions with which we do not have direct shipping. Stop. There is always the problem of whether you first develop your export trade and then establish a shipping link, or first have the shipping link and then develop export trade. Stop. There is also the question of adequate banking and insurance facilities with a number of developing countries. Stop. We do not have such facilities. Stop. Such facilities have been by and large monopolized by the developed countries. Stop. Finally, at home we ought to have better market intelligence and better communication facilities and perhaps more efficient methods of customs inspection. Stop. These are some of the other bottlenecks. Stop. I would like the Commerce Minister to fight against these bottlenecks and all other constraints and fight against some of his colleagues here to have them removed. Stop. Para. Sir, I rise to support the bill brought forward by the Honorable Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Finance. Stop. Banking is a service of vital importance to industry, commerce, and agriculture. Stop. It is concerned with the creation of credit money and its distribution between various users such as industry and agriculture, or between institutions and individuals stop. In fact, the smooth working of a modern economy depends on the proper regulation of credit with which the banks are concerned. Stop the question, therefore, of recruitment of the personnel of banking institutions assumes great importance. Stop the banking commission had recommended the establishment of such a commission in its report in 1985. Stop. In fact, government have been rather late in bringing forward this very important and necessary piece of legislation. Stop. Before nationalization, some of the big commercial banks and made some arrangements of their own for recruitment of their staff. Stop. The Institute of Bank Management and the Reserve Bank of India through the Bankers Training College run some short term and long term courses for recruitment and training of bank staff. Stop. But these arrangements are not adequate even to meet the requirements for recruitment of higher cadres. Stop. The largest proportion of banks staff consists of clerks and cashiers. Stop. The recruitment policies followed by most of the Indian banks before nationalization were not based on either scientific lines. Stop. Para. In several cases, even minimum qualifications were not insisted upon. Stop. The Banking Commission has reported that in many cases. Stop.